whenever you are ready.
Coach and Leslie, could you please introduce your players and give an opening statement?
Sure. To my right, I have Jarrett Bryant, and then to my left, I have Aiden Mandel. Hats off to Point Loma. They played a fantastic game. They shot the ball incredibly well early, and were really aggressive defensively. Took us out of rhythm, and so as they continue to shoot at a really high clip, it just became one of those moments where a little bit of an avalanche. And you look down and you see two players come off the bench and combine to go 11 for 11 from three. It's hard to overcome that. It was a special shooting performance on their part.
Yeah, Jared, it's hard to see the other team's balls falling. I know it seemed like every bucket was going through, but just talk about, putting into context what the intensity was like on on their court. They got to play at their home court as well, which I know was, probably helped a lot with the friendly rims, but just talk about for you what that was like.
Yeah, I mean, they were hitting some shots. I'll give it to them. I have to give it to them. They were spraying. They shot like 20 for 32 from three. I've never seen anybody shoot that well. But we were giving them a lot of, we weren't disciplined in our defense. Yeah. And it was clear we run a certain type of zone, and we weren't executing that to the extent that we're supposed to. But hats off to them. It was an amazing performance.
Well, Aiden, just talk about now, you can look ahead. Hopefully, obviously, we're going to be watching along with you and in terms of moving on. But just talk about what this postseason experience has been like for you and, playing at where the stakes are a lot higher.
Yeah, it was a good experience, definitely. Getting that bye the whole regular season, too. We worked really hard for that. So, yeah, and then being able to come out and get a win yesterday. And then getting this experience back-to-back and then playing them on their home floor, that's tough. But, yeah, it's a good experience. We know we got to be better. We didn't do enough tonight to win. So.
Hey, Coach, I know we have to let the committee kind of take their due diligence, but if you wanted to give your pitch right now for your team, what would you say?
Well, it's very clear to me how the process works, right? And I've been trying to do my best from before we played our first game of educating these young men of what that looks like. And the reality is, from 6 with Northwest Nazarene to 7 Hawaii Pacific, 8 you had Cal State Monterey Bay, us, and then right behind us was Humboldt State. That's what I went in the locker room right now and just drew up, 6 through 10, put it on the board and talked about what everybody did this week. And at the end of the day, we're probably in a position where we're either going to be the last team in or the last team out. And the reality of this situation is that we want to play meaningful games in March, and we put ourselves in this position. Now it's going to be an uncomfortable 24 plus hours. We're going to really cheer for Cal State East Bay tonight to make sure they handle their business and don't let Humboldt take that automatic bid from the CC2A. But at the end of the day, the numbers are going to dictate. I hope it's close enough that we can get down to that second line, and maybe our head-to-head works in our favor with Hawaii Pacific or some common opponents. Having swept the Alaska schools up in Alaska, right? If we start getting that close, perhaps we put ourselves in a favorable light in the committee's eyes. But yeah, there's no way to sugarcoat it. This is going to be a really uncomfortable 24 plus hours.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.